Hi there, January Challenge team, and welcome to the 11th of January. So we're day 11 of our January Challenge. Just quickly, I'm just at the studio. It's freezing here, so I've got my big bubble hat on again and my coat and everything. Had a really busy morning, and had a great spinning class this morning. First thing, had about 15 people in that, which was great. And then I've had some good 4 PT sessions this morning online as well. And just want to talk to you very quickly about something I've spoke to a few people about today and over the last few days, which is the idea of momentum, okay? And hopefully you're starting to get some momentum with some of the things that you're trying to change or adapt or adopt at the moment, yeah? So one of the things that I was talking to someone about, or one of the concepts is, you know, like if you think, one of the analogies, which is quite good for me at the moment, but you might understand, is, you know, like a roundabout in a kid's playground, and it takes a lot of effort to get the roundabout moving to start off with, and then you get it moving, and the first few revolutions are quite hard, and then eventually you can just kind of stand there and almost just brush it past as it goes, and it will keep moving at that same speed. So it's the same idea of any kind of change that we try and make to our lifestyle, to our health, to our fitness. It often takes a lot of effort to get the movement in the first place, but then once it's moving, it's so much easier to keep going. And we almost need to, though, remind ourselves that the first day, 2 days, 3 days, even the first week is going to be a challenge. But if we know that, and we can get past those first day, 2, 3, 4 days, then it's going to get easier, okay? So I've just chatted to someone who popped into the studio to see Dave, actually, physio, about this. And it was specifically around sugar, yeah? So I have an issue with sugar, and I think most people do. If you start eating it, you crave more of it. It's a very, very addictive substance, yeah? And obviously over Christmas, maybe there were things like cakes, maybe there was chocolate, maybe there was biscuits, that sort of thing. And if you've had that for a while, it starts to build up in your system. And then if you start not having it, you crave it. You really crave it, like physiologically. I really think it's a psychological craving, but it is also a physiological craving that you crave that. But if you can get through 1, 2, 3 days, I guarantee you the 4th day, and we probably know this from experience when we've done this before, the 4th day starts to get a lot easier. So like I mentioned the other day, we've got some of this stuff around the house that I don't like having in the house, and it's now been hidden from me. I could find it probably if I search for it, but it's hidden from me. So I don't know, it's just not an easy reach, you know. And now I think I'm on about day 3 or day 4 of not having any of that stuff. And I don't even want that stuff, because it's kind of the craving element, the habitual element, and the craving element has gone. So that's why I said yesterday, I feel like I turned a corner and now I've got momentum, yeah? Another thing on a very practical level, lifting something like a deadlift, yeah? Takes a lot of effort. All the effort is in that first brace, flex, take the slack out of the bar, those who know what that means. And then it's just all the effort to get it to move that first inch or 2 inches. But once it's moving, it's easier to keep it moving, okay? So that's something that I just want you to think about, whatever you're working on, you know, whether it be, you know, not having the alcohol, not having the sugar, drinking more water, exercising more. Running, for example, you take up running, you know for a fact, or spinning classes, anything, the first 1, the first 2, the first 3, the first 4 may not be pleasant experiences. They may be challenging. But once you get those first few out the way, you then settle into the rhythm, and then it becomes a part of what you do, and it becomes much easier. And there's one final thing I want to talk about, which is something from my own experience last week. And I was chatting to someone else earlier today about this. I said, right, no alcohol. So I had no alcohol. I haven't had any since the day before New Year's Eve, I don't think anyway. But then what I started to do was replace that for the first couple of days of January, when I used to sit down in an evening and maybe have a beer just to signify, right, now I'm relaxing, now it's time to unwind. First couple of days, I substituted not having a beer with something else. And that's something else, because we had stuff laying around the house, because it was after Christmas, was cheese and biscuits and a bit of chutney, which is bloody lovely, okay? So I'll sit down in the evening, have some cheese and biscuits. Now, calorie-wise, the cheese and biscuits was far higher than one beer. Yeah, a beer is less than 200 calories. Cheese and biscuits is probably like 500, 600, 700. Yeah, so that was a change where I took something out and I replaced it with something worse calorie wise. Okay, but then it just took me a couple of days to think, no, I can't do this. And now, like I say, the weight goal is kind of just being sensible, and I'm doing this very, very sensibly now. It's increasing the water, it's cutting out the biscuits and the sweets and the cakey stuff, yeah? And it's just eating proper food, and it's training regularly, and it's getting to bed at a decent time, and it's turning off the social media at 8 p.m. and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully that's helpful for some of you, either to remember the momentum issue, or if you are taking something out, be very careful about what you're replacing it with, okay? Because potentially you could feel like you're doing something that's more healthy, but it could be actually calorifically worse. And if you've got some kind of weight maintenance, weight loss goal, that's not going to help. But hopefully this helps. I'll see you tomorrow or next time I do one of these videos. Remember, daily scoring, note-taking, use the journal, the notebook for whatever you want, but try and make it as comprehensive as you can. You want to keep everything going now, and we're firing up towards Thursday is the end of week 2. So then we're going to want on Thursday night or Friday, your week score coming in on this group. Okay, take care guys, stay safe, stay strong, stay effective, stay strong. See you later, bye-bye.